and they move back and forth.
Yeah, that's great.
It's a nice big sink for cleaning and washing babies.
I'm Carisha Swanson. I'm here to show you this incredible kitchen. Hi.
Well, hello. So good to see you.
Good to see you too. So let's go check out this great kitchen.
Awesome.
This is truly one of my favorite kitchens.
Oh, thank you.
So in this home, how many people are in and out?
Well, my husband and I were a blended family, and
Yes.
we have 7, in addition to 1 grandchild and 1 on the way.
Yes.
So it's pretty exciting.
And I think maybe a pet or 2 running around as well.
Always a dog in the house for sure.
Yes.
And you know, we're here mainly just the 2 of us quite
Right.
often, so
Right.
it was really important to create sort of a coziness
Yeah.
in the kitchen. But then we need it to be large enough to really accommodate like all of us when we're here.
Right, right.
So we love to host Thanksgiving. It was important for us to bring in some light, so I really wanted as many windows as we could possibly do.
Sure.
So that being said, you lose a lot of wall space when you do that. So we sort of created 2 what I would call wall or focal zones.
Yeah.
So one being with the fireplace where we have all our storage, and then one being the range cooking area.
This is your husband's zone.
This is his work zone.
Did he pick this? Did
He picked this.
Okay.
Yes. Yep, he picked that. I picked the brass bezels,
Yes.
as you can see.
So this little bit right here.
Yes.
So is he happy in this space?
He is. He's very happy in this space. It was his job to organize all the drawers.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, I think I designed the kitchen in a month, and I think it took him about a month to design the drawers. Each drawer has its own function and its own purpose. So here we did the double drawers, and then
Oh, so everything's
so
super organized.
everything is super organized.
What's here in these uppers?
So in this upper here, I have a little pull-out toaster.
Okay. Just
Some
mixing
storage.
bowls. Yeah.
And then on the other side, we have our spices with another little pull-out storage over here.
One thing we haven't talked about is this gorgeous backsplash.
I know, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. 2 different stone mosaics. I did go back and forth with the grout. I ended up selecting a gray grout so that you would really be able to see the detail of the mosaic. So my husband's 6'6".
Yeah.
And so we raised up this island for him. It has a 3-inch countertop on it. This section is the end grain walnut, and then the other section over there is the Calcutta Bouette.
So natural stone is all around the kitchen.
Exactly.
This is humongous.
It is. I think they said it weighed 5,000 pounds.
5,000 pounds.
Yes.
So it took a few
8
guys-
men to bring it in.
8 men.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Why did you want 2 different surfaces?
We knew we wanted to sort of create this island because it also, in addition to the seating, we have some storage on the sides.
Yes.
And so it ended up sort of being this large, and it sort of emulates the dormers in terms of the size
Right.
of perimeter of the kitchen. And so that being said, once you select the slab of a natural material, they're not big enough, you know, to do this without a seam.
Sure.
So it's sort of a form follows function.
Yeah.
So we decided to do the butcher block.
So this is the one that is your workhorse sink.
Exactly. It's called the Galley, and we love it because it also comes with some of these accessories, the drying rack and the colander, and they move back and forth.
Yeah, that's great.
It's a nice big sink for cleaning and washing babies.
And then you decided to do brass hardware kind of throughout the space and mimic it here as well. And I know some people have gotten into the unlacquered brass, which is a whole different ballgame. You went with polished. Did you just find it easier to take care of?
You know, the polished has a little bit more of a formality to it. It's a little bit more chic.
Yeah.
And though we are near the beach, you know, this is our year-round residence.
Right, right.
So I wanted the polished brass so that it would always just be nice and crisp and clean and shiny. We have 2 dishwasher drawers here. And I love the dishwasher drawers because when it's just the 2 of us, you know, we'll just do a half of the dishwasher. But then in addition, when we do a entertaining large parties, we have the capability of doing all the dishes.
Right, at one time, which is great.
Yes.
Especially for somebody, again, I mean, you say the large gatherings, but just your family coming over for dinner is a large gathering.
It is.
I realize that this seems to be your major like coffee zone. Is that what's happening here?
It is. It is.
So are you guys?
We love coffee.
Okay, so you are a fully caffeinated family.
We are. We are.
So this is fully plumbed, meaning
Fully
it's
plumbed,
connected to a plumbing line. You don't have to worry about anything. Just press a button and
Just
go.
press a button. Never ever filling a coffee maker with water again for the rest of my life. This is all good. So we really wanted a banquette.
Yeah.
So where we could really pack a lot of people. So, you know, sometimes we have 8 or so people at this table.
Yeah.
And it is a little space, so I really wanted to keep the color sort of light and airy. So we have the bleached maple chevron top, and then the banquette is done actually in a faux leather.
So the actual base is a faux leather?
Exactly.
The seat cushion? That's great. So it's easy to clean. You don't have to worry about it. And then what did you do for the back there?
And then this is a John Robshaw print that we just loved. And
I mean, I can't really walk over here and just talk about China when you have this whole situation happening here. So a fireplace in the kitchen feels like the coziest thing.
I just started, you know, sort of researching fireplaces, and I actually came up with the idea once I saw a pizza oven that was up at countertop height. I said, oh, let me see if I can do my fireplace up at countertop height, which was great because that gave me the storage underneath.
Which is fantastic. You've got everything piled away here and these interior inserts.
We did the walnut face drawers on the 2 focal points.
Right.
So you know, our north and our south side.
I love this entire thing.
This is what, you know, we use every day, and I don't really stress out about how it's thrown in there.
Right.
And you know, just by keeping everything sort of in the same colorway and you know, just having fun with the shapes, it always seems to work out great.
So this
is our refrigeration zone.
I was going to say, this is like a wall of doors.
Right? Column fridge. I love column fridge because it just has a nice clean panel on it on the outside versus the 2 panel.
Right.
And then we have the freezer here. And then I was able to create a 3rd zone, which is our pantry zone.
Nice.
With some pull-out shelves.
This is just so functional.
This holds all our food, believe it or not.
Well, that's great. Wait, even when everybody's in town?
Yes.
Even when everybody was still living here?
Right. And this is our auxiliary sink. This is our backyard here. And we do, in the summer, we do a lot of alfresco dining.
Sure.
And so we thought it was important to have another sink in the kitchen.
Yes.
That we use for holiday and in addition to a second space for cleanup.
Right.
So we have 2 additional dishwasher drawers here that partner with this sink. And then we move into what we call the party zone. My husband wanted a special liquor cabinet. And
I like your husband.
You know, we did a liquor drawer here with a nice custom wine rack here.
Love that.
And this is refrigerated. It has white wine and red wine in there.
Right, because it has 2 different temperature zones.
2 different temperature zones.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for having me again in your home. This is truly an amazing space. And really, the only question I have now is it cafe hour or is it wine hour?
Well, I think it's 11, so it might be coffee.
All right, I'll stay an extra hour and go for wine.